Hey friends, I am super pumped to be sharing with you guys 5 podcasts that are unique, great quality, and compelling. Let's get on with the video. So, did you guys like the new intro and the new logo? My brother Jon helped me make my intro and also inspired me with my logo. I feel like it is more like me. In my last video, if you haven't checked it out, go watch it now. I ain't kidding. Pause it. Go. Now, I mentioned that through this time of having to stay home, I have been listening to Christian podcasts. Well, that inspired me with this video. I listen to many different types of podcasts. I listen from crime to Christian uplifting to sermons, many different things. And I have found the ones that, that I just love. And I'm going to share them with you now. So the first podcast is As For Me and My House. This is a podcast with the host of a married couple named Milena and Jordan Ciciotti. Milena has a YouTube channel which I have been following for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They talk about their walk with God, they talk about, family, they talk about their marriage, kind of just all of those and everything in between. They just don't sugarcoat anything. They're just kind of upfront and real, and they're also super funny and goofy, and they are just themselves, and I love it. The next podcast is like in the crime genre. I don't know if that's exactly a genre, but it is called Crime Junkies. It is exactly what it is, and who the audience is for. The hosts are Britt and Ashley, and they are best friends, and they are, as you can guess it, crime junkies. They find cases and they share it, and they kind of have a narrative to them. They actually tell a story with the case, and they don't put any false info out there. They kind of just use what they have, and they don't add anything. You do get to hear not necessarily their opinions, but their questions, and they're the same exact questions that are going on through your mind when you are hearing what's going on in the case. Something that I really enjoy about them is that they don't get sidetracked, and also the details that they provide is details that you need. They don't provide anything that you don't need to know. They tell you exactly what you need to know. Kind of sounded repetitive there for a second. And also, they love dogs, and they love talking about how they love dogs, and that just makes my heart warm, and I love it. So this one is super random, and I might get judged for it, but you can't knock it until you try. It is called Nothing Much Happens. So I'm the type of person who has to have something playing when going to sleep. I cannot sleep with dead silence. I think that's from having a big family growing up. But Caitlin is the host, and she just has such a calm voice, and it helps put me right to sleep. She tells stories. I can't really explain them. All the stories are written by her, and it's simple things like a snowy day or something like that. She describes the snow falling outside. I don't even remember a lot of them because I'm usually knocked out between 5 to 10 minutes. Works every time, like a charm. The Jon Cast easily makes my top 5. I have been following Jon on YouTube with him and his wife's vlogs and Buckets, which is their dog. Super adorable. Jon used to be in Broadway, actually. He played in Mamma Mia, and him and his wife are absolutely adorable together. But it's just Jon on the podcast, and he talks about his walk with God. He it's kind of like a Bible study, or kind of like a devotion. The way he talks is just so inspiring, so encouraging, wants me to get to know more about the Lord, and it's amazing. The last podcast that I will be talking about is the Whoa That's Good podcast by Sadie Robertson. She is just awesome. I hope I get to meet her one day. She just seems so bubbly and just seems like someone that I would want to become best friends with. Oh, I hope I meet her one day. Sadie loves talking about the awesomeness of Jesus, which of course resonates with me. She has a different guest on her show every single episode, and she just asks them one question, and it is, what is the best piece of advice that they have been given? Which is an awesome question, opens up a lot of doors, and every single person's response is so different, and they kind of dive deep into that, and they show how God relates in that, and of course she brings in her mom in every episode, which they are awesome. Sadie is just amazing. And I just really enjoy her podcast. Her podcast is also just super uplifting, super encouraging, and honestly always puts a smile on my face. Some other podcasts that I also wanted to mention but necessarily didn't have the time to dive into are Big Little Life, Spoken Gospel, the Proverbs 31 Ministries, and Wrongful Convictions. Every single podcast that I've mentioned today is absolutely worth going and listening to. You will not be disappointed. So I really hope this podcast was this was not a podcast. I really hope that this video was helpful for you if you're trying to find some new podcasts. Yeah, podcast, that's the right word. Ooh. Go ahead and give this video a share so you can help other people who are trying to find new podcasts as well. Also, hit subscribe down below so you can follow me along this journey. Please let me know down in the comments below what some of your favorite podcasts are. I want to hear more from you guys. I want to hear what you want to see. I want to hear what you're thinking when you're watching my videos. It's really nice to know. But I hope you guys have such a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.